Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Pokemon Soul Silver, and like I said in the last episode, here we are back in Violet City, and it's nighttime, and it's also 10 o'clock in the morning right now, because I messed up. I forgot to record last night at nighttime, like I said I was going to need to, so now my computer thinks we're in Tokyo, but that's besides the point. We're here at nighttime, and that's what we needed to be here for. So, in the wild here, there's a Pokemon we are looking for that we're going to catch. Also, in between episodes, I caught a Rattata and taught it Cut because I didn't feel like teaching Cut to any of my team members because Cut is a horrible move. And we're going to need it to progress. So we're going to see if we can find a new team member here. It's got a decently low rate chance at nighttime. So it's going to be somewhere within this, I don't want to say Route 13, but I know that's wrong. Route 30 something, I'm pretty sure. But just so we're clear, it's somewhere within this route. So I'm going to run around and I'll cut when I find it. Found him! So this is our new team member. This is a Wooper. Wooper is actually a way better Pokemon than most people give him credit for, and I'm going to throw a Pokeball and hope it works. I'm just going to throw the first ball and hope it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And, come on. Come on. I believe in you. You can do it. Alright, so we're probably going to have to weaken it, and the only one right now who can't just absolutely body this dude is, Geodude. So it looks like he does have some use after all, being that, oh, he's not a Rattata. That'd be just mean. Might as well give him some use. So, Wooper is a water type that will evolve into a water ground type. Now, the reason Wooper is such an amazingly good Pokemon is because of that typing being water and ground, and that is horrifying. So, I hope I'm faster. Probably not. We're gonna do Rock Smash. Oh my gosh, I am faster. That did a lot. Wow. That did next to nothing. And then he used Tail Whip to make it easier on me. That typing he has of water and ground type is really good because water and ground, as two types, complement each other near perfectly because it makes their only weakness being grass type, meaning that they will either resist or are neutral to every other type except for grass. Granted, the trade-off for that is that it is 4 times super effective weak to grass because water and ground are both super effective against grass, or when attacked by a grass type move. So it's going to be 4 times super effective to grass, but other than that, there's not that many grass types in this region, so it's not going to be too big of a deal, meaning that Wooper is an incredibly good addition to the team. So we're going to hope this catches. Look at that! Caught Wooper! And he's going to be stuck in the same little hole that Noodle is, or was, which is that he is incredibly underleveled compared to everybody else right now. Because like I said, I didn't want to catch 2 new team members at the same time, but, yeah. So, Wooper's going to need a nickname now, too. Let's see. It's Wet Noodle. It's going to be Wet Noodle. I don't know why I even briefly thought it was going to be anything else besides Wet Noodle, but here we go. I can't space. There we go. Just going to go back over to this. N-O-O-D-L-E. Wet Noodle. So now that we have caught Wet Noodle, we are going to... I'll meet you guys back in Azalea Town because that's pretty much all we were over here to do was catch this Wooper. So we are going to meet you back in the other town in just a sec. Alright, so we're here back in Azalea Town in the Pokemon Center. So we're going to go ahead and check out our new Pokemon. So off screen a little bit while I was walking back to the Union Cave, I leveled them up a couple times because, you know, he's going to need some levels. So, like I said, Wooper is a water ground type. I thought he only started as a pure water type, but I guess he starts as a water ground type. So get the advantage as soon as we can, I guess. Hardy nature, again, I don't know too much about natures. I know they make a difference in stats minorly, but it's really not that big a deal. He has the ability called Damp, which makes it so that whenever a Pokemon uses a move that would self-destruct, there's a few of them that do it, but we're not going to see them a lot, if at all, during this playthrough. Those being self-destruct and Explosion make it so Wooper won't actually... Well, the opposing Pokemon won't actually be able to use the move, which is nice, I guess. And the moves he has here, he had Water Gun when we started, but he got Mud Shot on the walk up here. But Water Gun is basically just the Ember for water types. It's really not that useful. Tail Whip, useless. Mud Sport, like I said before, is pretty useless. Mud Shot is a really good move, though. Doesn't get the full 100% accuracy like Water Gun does. Only 95, but 95% chance is still pretty good. And it is a ground type move, so we have something to fight electric types with, electric being weak to ground. And also this move has a good chance, or actually has a guaranteed chance to lower the target speed, so that's also really good. Now, as you can tell, Wooper being level 9, and also compared to other Pokemon's stats, Wooper is not the best when it comes to stats. You can see some comparisons here for like attack to 36 to his 13. He's not the best in the game, but he evolves in the typing, and I just really love Wooper, so we're keeping him. Complain if you want. So, the last time we were here, we took down the gym, and we stopped Team Rocket from cutting off and mutilating animals in the well. So that's pretty much all we really did. So now that we have a Pokemon that is able to use Cut, we can move on forward, and we're gonna go back up into the Elix Forest, and I'm gonna use a Repel because I clicked on the wrong button. You think after playing the Pokemon as much as I have, clicking buttons would become more naturally to me. Now, I think Wooper is low enough level that it might encounter wild Pokemon in here, which isn't that big of a deal. So we'll worry about it if it becomes a problem, but I think we should be good. So, this is the second part of Elix Forest, and overgrown trees, blah, 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 nothing too major. We can find items around here, a few of them, though. I think there's, like, one right here. Yeah, there's an X attack. So X items are battle items you can use mid-battle to raise stats the same way moves would, but they're really not all that useful. That ran out fast. Alright, I went and popped another Repel. Later on in the game, we'll get Repels that will make it so we can walk longer without having to put them up again. It's way more convenient, but for now we're stuck with just normal Repels. So that guy down there, we actually need to get to him, but to do so we're going to have to take the long way around, which would be down through here, down into here, over here, snake our way through here, and boom. Really? Ah! You take one, you don't even take a step, you turn in a direction, and then you get a wild encounter, because you didn't put up... I just ran from him. So this guy says he's shaking trees using Headbutt. So Headbutt is a move that pretty much any Pokemon can learn. But for now, we'll teach it to Wet Noodle. Actually, you know what? That's probably not a good idea. We're going to teach it to... we're gonna teach it to Flaffy. Alright, Noodle. I'm sorry, my bad. So, we're gonna get rid of one of his shit moves. So, shit moves being Growl. So, Headbutt. This is a thing only exclusive to the second generation of Pokemon, this being a second gen game, and the move isn't exclusive, but what it's going to do is, and I forgot to pop a Repel. Stupid wild encounters. Repel. There we go. Alright, so we can go up to any tree in the game, and we can use Headbutt on it. Okay, so that time nothing happened, but when you can headbutt trees, sometimes Pokemon will come out and battle you, and you can catch them. And there are a few Pokemon you can only encounter from this way, including our next team member. So, with that being said, the best place I found him is in Azalea Town, so that's where we're going to go to see if we can encounter one. But basically, it's not going to be anything too eventful. This is pretty much what it's going to entail. It doesn't matter. We're in town. We just got to find a tree, use Headbutt on it. Just like this. And we encountered a Pokemon. In this case, it would be a Spearow. So Spearow is not what we're looking for, but the Pokemon we are looking for is going to be in one of these wild tree Headbutt encounters. So you pretty much just seen everything I'm going to be doing for the next 10 minutes. This thing can be kind of annoying to find sometimes. So I'll cut back to when we find him. Found one. That took longer than I thought it was going to. This is Heracross. Heracross is the next Pokemon that's going to be on our team. And oh, is it a Pokemon worth remembering. Heracross is a bug and fighting type, and it is amazing. Its attack stat will by far be the highest of any other Pokemon we're going to have on the entire team. This thing is a monster and a weapon to be feared. So, that being said, catching him is probably going to be super annoying. Because reasons. And I'm sure you can figure out those reasons by now. So, he keeps trying to use Endure, which is probably a good thing more than a bad thing. Endure is a move that when you use it, the turn that you use it, you will not faint. You will always be left with 1 HP, but it's really hard, and the chance of getting it to work multiple turns in a row is really, really low. So I'd say maybe one more Water Gun, and I hope I don't get a crit. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I get a crit now, because they're going to be left with 1 HP. Like I said, lower HP, higher catch rates, make it easier. Okay, I didn't get the crit. So we're going to switch over to Noodle, because Noodle will be able to take more hits. Alright. And he keeps using Endure, so it's not like it matters. So now we're just going to start chucking Pokeballs at it. I probably should have gotten more Pokeballs, because I remember Heracross having a decently low catch rate. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this is going to take a minute. Caught him! I ended up just paralyzing him to make him not take as many moves in case he ran out of PP for reasons that are not important now. So we caught him. Heracross, the single horn Pokemon. It's usually docile, but if it's disturbed while it's sipping honey, it chases out the intruder with its horn. And also probably shreds anybody who actually manages to touch it. So, we need a name for him too. So, Horn Noodle I think is a pretty good name. Because he got the horn, and you know, he's named, you know, the noodle. Alright, so we're getting a phone call right now from some guy named Ralph. Probably some guy I managed to get a phone number for earlier. Probably nothing major. He's just gonna... That was it. That was very eventful. Yep, that was totally worth my time. So we're gonna go and heal real quick. And we're healed. So, Heracross. Let's go check him out. And I really hope I got the better one than the worst one. I didn't, but I don't feel like catching another one. So this is Heracross. Like I said, you can see his attack stat is already higher than all of his other stats. Not by much, but maybe later. For now, actually, he's got a nature that I believe lowers his attack stat, which is sad. But actually, this is a really horrible Heracross now that I think about it. But it's the one I found, so it's the one we're keeping. I could find another one, but I don't care. Tackle, Leer, Horn Attack, and Endure. His moves are definitely leaving something to be desired right now, but that's not too big of a deal. And his ability, Swarm. Now, sadly, I didn't get the ability I wanted, but Heracross is one of the few Pokemon that has the ability to have one of two different abilities. And his first ability here is Swarm, and it's basically the Bug-type version of Blaze, which is the same one that, where is it? That Casper has. Powers up Fire-type Pokemon while it's in red health. That's what Swarm does. But he has another ability that raises his attack stat a ridiculous amount if he gets inflicted with a status condition, which is way more common to happen than being put in the red. So, sadly, it's not the ability I got, but I'm cool with it. And you can't really see it. It's kind of hard to see. But if you look really closely at the text where it says attack and then SP dot attack standing for special attack, you see how one is red and one is blue? That actually has to do with your nature. So he has a modest nature, and what that means is the two stats that he has there, the one that's in red means that the nature he has is raising that stat slightly, while the other stat is getting lowered slightly if it's in blue. So the attack stat is what we wanted high on a Heracross, but we got what we got, and I don't feel like catching another one, so we're going with it. And I also forgot to switch my team around. Alright, so this is going to be our team setup for a little while. Heracross is definitely going to be in front to try and get some more EXP, as well as Wet Noodle, because both of them are leagues behind Casper and Noodle right now. So I might do a little off-screen grinding, but for now, I'll meet you guys back to right in front of where that headbutt guy was. So we're on the opposite side of the ledge where this headbutt guy was, so we're going to go ahead and move forward from here. We passed by where... Stupid repel. We passed by where we were supposed to be going before when we looped back around to go talk to him, but this is where we're supposed to be going. And we got one of those kimono girls again. So, she says she doesn't remember us from Violet City, even though it looks like the exact same person. She's lost in the forest, so she asked us if we can help her get out. So, we're going to do that. So, wondering how we get out of here, but I guess Heracross knows, because he's lived around here for a while. So, that's nice. Good for Heracross. I feel like if it was any other Pokemon in front, that wouldn't have worked. Whatever Pokemon you have in front is the one that will go and show her what direction she's supposed to be going, but it's really weird that it was Heracross. Well, it's more convenient, because if it was anybody else, I'm pretty sure they would just be fucked. But we're coming up on 15 minutes now, and I decided I'm going to shorten these episodes to... Seriously? I decided I'm going to shorten these episodes to 15 minutes to make them more user-friendly for people to watch, because not everybody has time to watch a half-hour episode. So, my gosh, fucking wild Pokemon want to keep wasting my time. So, with that being said, I believe right here in this pathway is going to be a good place to stop. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys next time.